Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new cast video. So I did mention in my Create a Sim where I was making the Sims for my Let's Play, aka Javier and Gia. I also built them a house. So if you guys haven't seen those videos, I'll link them in the description. I'll also put an I button in the top right hand corner for you guys to go ahead and check them out. But in that video, I did mention how I kind of had this idea for the story and it kind of requires another household, and so I was debating on whether or not I should make the household on camera and share it with you guys. And so I was gonna make them anyways, so I decided to just, record it and share it with you guys. So this is the Steele household. We have our first sim here, who is Mallory Steele, and she is the teen daughter. So I don't really want to dive in too much into their story because, like, in a way, I feel like when we play, I'll kind of dive into it a little bit more. I feel like if I mention too much here, it'll kind of give away what I want to kind of pursue with this household, if that makes sense, and the other one. And I also want to apologize for taking so long to like prep and everything and like start filming. For one, I found out that bugs have actually been fixed. There was a patch that came out yesterday, which finally, so it's a little bit earlier than I thought it was gonna come out, which is great. So I can actually go in and like start setting up and everything. And then the other thing being is I was actually pretty busy the past few days, so this is the first time I'm sitting at my computer in I think 3 or so days now. I don't know, I've been losing track of time, but I haven't been able to sit down and play Sims and continue like setting up for my Let's Play. And so now I finally have time, because basically what I've been doing the past month on and off is at the end of June, I decided that I wanted a pool. Well, I've been wanting a pool for years, but I came across a really good deal for a decently sized pool, and so I got it. And let me just tell you, I thought, I'm gonna get this pool, just set it up, easy, right? No. Apparently, you need to even out the land and all this stuff, which I kind of knew, but like I didn't realize how much of the land I had to even out. So I ordered a shit ton of sand, and then, a lot of shoveling, a lot of, wheelbarrowing the freaking sand to the location. Let me just tell you, it is not an easy task. So that took about a month's time, because again, with it being super, super hot outside, it's really hard to like, do anything when it's humid and you can barely breathe and like you're out of breath. But these past 3 days, the weather wasn't super, super bad and humid. It was still really hot. I mean, I'm still pretty sunburnt, but the pool is finally up, so I'm really happy. I did have something happen to me yesterday that I literally cannot get out of my mind, and I tweeted about it. So you guys don't follow me on Twitter, then you probably didn't see this, but if you do, then you know exactly what happened. I had a very scary experience. Well, okay, I'm being a little bit dramatic. Well, okay, anyways, if you guys don't know this about me, I have a huge, giant fear of bees. Anything that stings, no thank you, okay? Because when I was a kid, I got stung by bees many, many times, and so like I have this giant fear. Like anytime a bee's near me, I'm shaking, I'm running away, okay? That's how it is. And so the area that the pool was going in, I thought these were bees. Turns out they're hornets. I've been trying to dig out holes in the sand to like either make a nest or whatever the heck they're doing, I don't know. And so basically I was just doing my own thing, and all of a sudden I see it like flying around me. I'm like, what are you doing? And then I see it like coming so close to my leg, when I kid you not, it was like maybe a centimeter away from touching my leg, maybe even less. Like I literally saw it about to land on my leg, and let me tell you, I was not about to let that happen, because I don't want to get stung. I don't ever want to get stung by a bee ever, or anything, or a hornet. By all means, no, nothing. And so obviously I'm not gonna just stand there and let it sting me. So what do? I scream and I bolt. Like I literally don't think I've ever felt this rush of adrenaline. I couldn't even like process how fast my feet were going. Like I felt like they were just going way faster than like how I would have if I normally ran. I have no idea, but I managed to run inside and close the door and not get stung. So normally you're not supposed to like run away from, something that will like sting you, like a bee or a hornet, whatever, because they'll just like go after you. And either I'm just like too quick or whatever, but probably not, to be honest. But literally I do not understand how I did not trip or fall in that moment, like, or even get stung, like how it didn't get me. I mean, this may seem super dramatic, but I can't begin to explain to you the fear that I have. Like, I just don't want to experience being stung ever again. Like, I've been through it, don't want to feel it again, okay? And so I've been scared ever since, and knowing that they're near me, ugh, I don't know why I am the way I am, but I am, okay? And it's just, it is how it is, right? Well, why am I even telling you guys this? Like, does anybody even care? Probably not. They're like, girl, we're here to watch the Create a Sim, not you talking about some stupid hornet trying to attack your ass. But anyways, back to the Create a Sim. I'm sorry. I just, you know, I've been wanting to tell that story, even though it happened to me literally yesterday, but, you know, it's like, the thing is, like, I wish I could see myself with the reaction of like what happened, because I just want to see myself from somebody else's perspective. Like, imagine somebody looking out their window like, what the hell is she doing? And meanwhile, I'm just like running for my life into the house. Oh my god. So yeah, that was the highlight of my day yesterday. Anyways, so this is Mallory's dad, Kit, spelled K-I-T. Now this family is fairly wealthy. Kit is an engineer, so he's been making some pretty good money for quite a while now. Like, he's been getting promotions left and right. Like, he's really good at what he does. And him and the family have moved around a lot, and they've been in Copperdale for quite a while now. And I'd say they definitely have made a name for themselves in the town, whether that be good or bad. But again, we'll get into all that later down the line. I will say though that I'm really happy with how he ended up turning out. I definitely feel like I've been taking a lot more time trying to like focus on making them, just like how I was focusing more on Javier as well. Like, I feel like I kept on going in and like doing these little details, because there was a point where I was just like kind of over it. I've tried making this household a couple other times, not exactly the same way that they look. Like, I had a point, if you guys remember Leo from my high school years early access gameplay, there was a point where I was like, oh, maybe I'll just use Leo and like make him just be older and like kind of maybe reincarnated as somebody else, but like technically it's still Leo, you know what I mean, like his person. But then I was like, no, like I want somebody new. So then I ended up making Kit, and I love how he turned out. Like, I don't know, for some reason, now that I think about it more, he kind of reminds me of Lord Farquaad from Shrek. I don't know if anybody else sees it, but I'm kind of like seeing that a little bit. And then, I don't know, I was also thinking like maybe a mix of handsome Shrek as well, but maybe more so Lord Farquaad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you see that as well, or is it just me? Minus the hair. Oh my god, I should have put the hair on him to see if like it actually looks like him. Because I think we have a hair that came with, I don't remember what pack it is, that looks like Lord Farquaad's hair, so I could definitely test to see if they're giving the same energy off. I don't know, but I don't know. I think he still came out really cute. The thing is like, he is a wealthy man, but he's not one to go out and constantly wear suits or like high-end fashion brands or anything like that. He's still very much a casual guy, and so he doesn't really go out and spend his money on that. However, that's what his wife does. She's very much into that and all that, which we'll get into her a little bit more once we get to her. So I think he looks really good though. Like I said, like I'm just obsessed. I love that you can see his dimples through his like kind of 5 o'clock shadow type look, which I don't really do. I mean, I guess it's a little bit of a, it's not really a beard. It is more of like stubble, which I don't really, again, do. I was thinking about doing that on Javier, but then I ended up switching and giving him that beard that he's wearing. And yeah, I don't know. I think he looks really cute though. And I wanted to give him tattoos because I feel like maybe while he was like a teen, he was kind of more of like a bad boy or something like that. That's at least what I'm thinking. Oh, I just cannot wait to play with everybody. Like, I hate that I've been taking so long to prep and get everything done, but I finally have free time, so I cannot wait to dive into it. Usually I'm like so quick with getting Let's Plays up after like the pack comes out, but this one has just been, you know, plus the bugs and stuff, but now that's all settled, so I think things are gonna be a lot smoother and everything. Plus, also waiting is not necessarily a bad idea either, because I've been seeing some really cool mods that I want to play with for high school years, so I guess it's not all bad, so I can't wait to download that stuff as well. But now we're moving on to Mallory's mom. So this is Stella Steele. So I just used the genetics thing to make her, obviously adjusted her myself as well. I did the same thing when it came to Kit, but I decided to change him up even more so because I didn't want them to all look the same, because that'd be really weird. So he looks a lot more different. And then I decided that Mallory's just gonna look a lot more like her mom. But as I mentioned before, Stella's the one who's very much into buying high-end fashion brand clothing for her and for her daughter. Like, she wants to make it shown that like, hey, we have money, you know? She wants people to know her status, where she lies, and that's what she spends a lot of time doing, is going around town and like getting to know people, even just kind of showing like, hey, like, this is my life and it's perfect and I have the perfect husband and perfect daughter. And she definitely has put a lot of pressure on her family to give off the look of perfection, especially on her daughter, which has definitely caused tension in the household. And so maybe things aren't as perfect as they seem. Another thing about Stella is she does not shy away from going under the knife. So she has had her nose done and she's gotten some filler here and there. So she definitely loves her plastic surgery. Now, when I originally was working on her, I felt like I went a little bit too overboard with the lips. Like, I liked the lip shape, but I decided to tone it down a little bit, change the lips and stuff like that. But that's a little bit later down the line, I think, in the video. So I decided to just maybe not go too crazy. I ended up changing her skin as well, so I think she looks a little bit better now. Not that she looked terrible before, but I think I was just having second thoughts on how she looked. Although the hair, I think, is perfect for her. Honestly, I've been dying to use this hair because I saw it a little while back and I thought it was stunning. And so I'm so glad that I finally get to use it. I think it's such a gorgeous hair. Like, I am actually obsessed with it. I was also gonna go as far as building this family a house, but I just want to get into gameplay. So there is a house that I think I might just move them into, or maybe I'll get one off the gallery. We'll see. But that is pretty much this family. I know I didn't go into massive details or anything like that. I just really want to save that more for when I get into gameplay because, listen, it's just gonna be better instead of me having to explain things more than once. But yeah, I hope I can get an episode out as soon as possible. I would love to get one out tomorrow, but I don't know. Only time will tell. So we will see. But with that being said, that is pretty much it for this creative sim. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in a new video very soon. Bye, guys.